I mean, you just can't beat the atmosphere. Probably the #1 sports city in the world, to be honest.
When we announced that you were signing on as a racer, there was a ton of positive feedback. People were excited to see you get back in the track. But there were also some people that said you haven't jumped over a hurdle in a little bit. What's your response to that?
That is true. I have not jumped over a hurdle in probably a year. Well, actually, that's not true. I haven't hurdled fast since October of 2023. But also, when I had my other surgeries, I didn't hurdle for a year and I came back just fine. It's not like I'm going to forget it. It's like riding a bike.
Going into next season, you feel poised and ready to take on all 4 Grand Slam events as well as any other meets that you're going into?
Yeah, I feel really good about this next season. Just getting my body healthy was super important to me for this last year, getting healthy, and now just really focus on training and performing well. I know I got the ability, I know I got the speed to compete well in the 110s and the 100, so I'm excited for that.
Talk to me about the run in the 100. How do you feel about that?
I'm juiced to run the 100 just because every year I try to get in a couple races, and it's just hard to find races that are legit or worth my time. And now that I actually have to run the races, it's pretty exciting in terms of, we're running the races for a reason. So my goal is to go under 10 this year. That's my real goal.
So we're at Franklin Field, historic venue. You've obviously raced here a lot, and you have a record here. Talk to us about what it means for Grand Slam track to pick this as one of the 4 Slam locations.
Yeah, it means a lot that Grand Slam track chose UPenn and Franklin Field as one of the locations just because of the history. And Philly, right? Philly's a sports city. If you've ever been to a sporting event in Philly, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you go to Eagles game, a Phillies game, a Sixers game, a Union game, a Flyers game, whatever, the fans are ecstatic. This whole town and whole city is all about the athletes and all about sports, and they ride or die with the sports too. And that includes track, right? If you come to Penn Relays, over 100,000 people over that weekend come to watch track and field. So I'm excited for that opportunity and getting the fans here for a professional meet.
Would you say that this city is the one that you're most excited to come to out of next year? Like, give me a ranking of the 4.
Yeah, for sure. Philly's #1, most excited. #2 is probably Jamaica. I just love the Jamaican culture. I love Kingston. I've always run fast in Jamaica. And then maybe Miami, just because I like the humid weather. And then I got a lot of friends and family in Miami. And then also LA. But yeah, Philly's going to be #1. I mean, you just can't beat the atmosphere. Probably the #1 sports city in the world, to be honest.
And you obviously spent a lot of time here. You lived here. Do you have any hot take on what the best cheesesteak is in town?
Ooh, hot take on the best cheesesteak. I've had a couple. It's tough for me because I haven't tried all the cheese steaks, and I don't really eat that way too much. I've had Pat's, I've had Geno's. My favorite though is Angelo's Pizza. The pizza's really famous. Dave Portnoy made it, put it on the block, put it on the map with his pizza reviews, but the cheesesteaks are really good as well. The bread makes it for that.
Who is one celebrity that you would like to personally invite to Grand Slam Track Philly next year?
Ooh. One celebrity I'd like to personally invite to Grand Slam Track, probably my favorite actor, Tom Hardy. I'm just a big Tom Hardy fan, just a big movie fan in general. Love all the stuff he's in. Also like the fact that he's into sports. He's into jiu-jitsu, and I think he'd be a good addition to the fanfare in Philly.